Good morning, it's Disney Day 2, and we're headed to Magic Kingdom today. Now we're gonna check and see, oh look, the bus has just arrived, and there's nobody here. So we're just gonna hop in line for the bus. We weren't sure if we were gonna drive today or take the bus, because we do have our car, but since it's here, and there's no one in line, we're gonna take the bus. It is 7:25 in the morning, and early entry is at 8:30. The park opens at 9. We weren't quite sure what to expect with the buses this morning, so I did bring my keys for the rental car, but happy to take the bus because it is faster. It's probably the best way to get to Magic Kingdom. So on the buses, you can usually get like trading cards or something. We asked them, they didn't have a trading card, but they did have this little, they called it a bus pass. It's a nice little thing. They gave one to each kid, so that was really fun. We're here, Magic Kingdom. This is like the park with the most excitement going in, I feel like. Because of course you get that castle reveal. And Amy really wants to ride the ferries. There's one coming over right now. At some point, which we will have to drive to get to that, but we'll probably drive the next time we have a Magic Kingdom day. Today was more about getting here, plenty of time for rope drop and that sort of thing. So coming up on security, we'll catch back up with you once we're inside the park. Here we go, walking into Main Street, USA, the best part. This is gonna be like the best part of the day, the highlight of the day, coming into Magic Kingdom for the first time. I'm building the suspense for the big reveal. Here it comes, and bam, castle. Woo! That thing is huge. It doesn't really communicate very well on camera. I mean, if you've seen me around the corner into Disneyland how many times, you know you can barely even see our castle at the end of Main Street on camera. But, oh, always a good time. Now, the early entry group that is going to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train will go that way. But we're not gonna rope drop that because it takes, last time we rope dropped it, it took about an hour. And I feel like if we're gonna wait an hour, we might as well wait an hour later on in the day, because 60 minutes is a pretty average wait time for that ride. So we want to take advantage of the golden hour, which means we're gonna go to Space Mountain first. And I actually managed to get boarding group 1 for Tron this morning. Did you just say woo? It's Amy and the kids' first time riding Tron. So we're gonna be able to ride Tron pretty early in the morning. So we don't wanna get like too caught up in a really long line anyway. It is 8:01 at the moment, and early entry's not till 8:30. Now they might drop the ropes sooner than that to get everybody into line, but this is just a look at what's here. It's 8:25, and here's an update. Welcome, space travelers. It doesn't matter what coaster we're on, we rope drop Space Mountain.
Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed, turbulent...
I know, isn't that cool?
...ride in the dark that
This is Benjamin's first time on Space Mountain. What are you doing? Here at Disney World, because the last time we were here, he was 43 and like 1/4 inches. So now he's tall enough. And this Space Mountain is kind of shaped like Matterhorn, where it's vertical seats. Smiles already on the face. I can't.
What do you think?
What did you think, Benji? Yeah. How about you, James?
Good. No, very comfy.
Yeah. I think, like, I'm so used to our Space Mountain. I know where all the turns are.
Yeah.
I felt like I was far more giddy on this one, just because I don't know where any of the turns are. So it's like surprise, surprise, surprise.
A lot of drops.
Yeah.
Like ours only really has like one actual drop, whereas this one had at least I think like 3.
I have to turn the camera around and really enjoy the, especially this one. This is my favorite display because it's like Space 220. I think this is kind of what was the inspiration for Space 220. Everybody walking by that and saying, oh, how would it be nice to actually dine in space? Oh, look, my favorite new line of Tomorrowland merchandise that we found at Disneyland, except for these ones that say Magic Kingdom instead of Disneyland, of course. I really like this shirt. I mean, I'm not a huge button-up shirt person, but this is a really nice shirt. And I mean, even this is more of like a ladies style, but still, a really nice shirt. Ooh, Tron shirts. And Benjamin was pointing out the Tron shirt for kids. Really cool. It's 8:54 and our boarding group for Tron got called. We were gonna go up to Gaston's and get breakfast first, but we're right here. And we said, all right, well, let's just go do Tron now. And Benjamin went, yes, and like ran ahead. He's super looking forward to Tron. Look at him. So excited. Oh, so excited. Brand new ride for everybody but me. So they're really looking forward to this. I still think this area is much more impressive at night, and we'll come back by through here, but it's still quite impressive all the same. I kept looking for, like, you know, the virtual queue on the app to scan something, but no, they just scan your Magic Band or your ticket now. That was different than I'm used to. Ooh, look at this, Benjamin. Look at this. Oh, we're not even getting this pre-show. Yeah, you didn't get the pre-show because there's no line. I mean, it means it'll be fast. There's nobody in here. Oh, there's nobody in here. Now, I can't film this ride because I did not bring my GoPro, or at least I did bring my GoPro with me, not into the park here today, but I did bring it to Disney World with us. But I did not bring the chest mount, and this one requires a chest mount. This is amazing. We're gonna walk right on. We asked to wait for the front row, so James and I are gonna be on the front row. And then Amy and Benjamin will be in the row behind us. Are you excited, James?
Yeah.
Is this your number one ride you were looking forward to? Or Cosmic Rewind?
Both.
Both?
3, 2, 1.
He's about to jump. He jumps when he's excited. How about you, James? He jumps too.
I liked all the parts.
You liked all the parts? How about that launch? Was that fun?
Yeah.
Super fast. What did you think?
It was fun, but those seats are really uncomfortable.
This stop absolutely had to be on our Magic Kingdom day. Gaston's Tavern. The cinnamon roll here is second to none. Not even the Jolly Holiday cinnamon roll can compare. Amy really wants to get LeFou's brew at some point. It's an apple juice frozen drink, and it kind of compares to the Boysen Apple Freeze in a sense, just without the Boysen part.
Yeah.
And here it is, that amazing cinnamon roll. I think it's just called a warm cinnamon roll. I think that's all it's called. No fancy names, but we got 2 of them. One for Amy and I to split, and then one for Grandma is here with us now, actually. Grandma's here, and she's going to split one with James. Now, Benjamin said he didn't want any, and so we didn't get a third one. We can always go back in if he changes his mind, but we also ordered the Gray Stuffed Cupcake, and I guess since he sees that, now Benjamin is interested in food. So we're gonna get this Gray Stuff to just try to remind ourselves what this one tastes like compared to our one at Disneyland. Also, Cinnamon Roll Secret, they don't hand out these cups of icing without asking. So ask for extra icing, and you'll be able to put it all over the cinnamon roll. Oh, it's so great. I don't think there was an extra cost either. Now, as we've mentioned in previous videos, in these vlogs, we're not going to be like hyper-focusing on food reviews, but when it comes to the gray stuff, I feel like I need to report.
Ours is better.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. Ours is better. I told Amy, I said, this tastes like just any other Disney cupcake, and like that's their probably most like frequent type of dessert here. It's just a regular standard cupcake
with popping pearls.
With popping pearls and a white chocolate medallion, and theirs was actually a little red rose. But the only thing unique about this is that the icing was actually cookies and cream flavored.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's nothing super special about this thing. Ours has got the shortbread cookie, the raspberry inside,
yeah.
And you know, so yeah, it's better. Disneyland hands down, but I will give Disney World the cinnamon roll because that one is so much better than Jolly Holiday.
Yes. This is the part about Disney World I like. Wide open spaces in Fantasyland. No more like shimmy across.
It's like, look how much space there is. Granted, there's hardly anyone back here currently, but I feel like even later on in the day, there's just a lot more. Now, actually, this is kind of narrow. Most of the walking space is actually back that way. Look at all that space in Fantasyland. Back into the castle. What do you think about the neck fan?
I think I prefer the handheld one for me.
Really?
Because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm shorter. I feel like the air is blowing right here.
Maybe.
So, like, for me, I don't think it's really, like, because my neck's smaller, like, I don't think it's really doing that much for me.
Yeah.
Like, if I tilt my head like this, it does, but I don't want to walk like this the whole time.
Go ahead, go stand next to it. Amy loves her orange bird. She's got her orange bird bracelet on.
My shirt, but that's where I'm caught.
Yeah. Heading in to Adventureland. Oh, I see Jasmine. Jasmine's coming. Or Jasmine's disappearing. Yes, she's going that way. We used to have Aladdin and Jasmine in our Adventureland, but then they got rid of their meet and greet to make way for the Tropical Hideaway, which is an acceptable trade in my opinion. We're going to Jungle Cruise right now. Jungle Cruise. 40-minute standby wait, but we got a lightning lane. That was the first lightning lane. I didn't say that. That was the first lightning lane we grabbed at 7 a.m. Amy was able to get it for 9:15 to 10:15. And so this actually disappears quite fast. We'll take a look at it in a minute.
At 10 o'clock this morning, Jungle Cruise is already out past 3 o'clock, which is crazy. So that's why we grabbed this one first thing this morning.
Peter Pan is the most popular lightning lane at Magic Kingdom, and it's out at 4 o'clock already. So Jungle Cruise and Peter Pan are like the two top picks at Magic Kingdom for lightning lanes.
Now we are turning down the Congo River. Let's see how far we can go.
Here it is, my favorite part. Side of the water. O2H, O2H, O2H. Baby ducks! Baby ducks, not part of the ride, but it's still the best part of the ride. While we were waiting in line, I grabbed a lightning lane for Haunted Mansion at 10:20, which was only about a half an hour later. It might even be pretty close to being called, so I think we're just gonna walk straight up there at this point. We must have walked by a wait time sign because James just said to me, Haunted Mansion is only a 15-minute wait now, not the 30 it was when we booked it. And that's kind of like a waste of a lightning lane. So we decided that we'll just do that one a little bit later, which means we switched it to Buzz right now. And so we're actually have to walk over to Tomorrowland. But it is what it is. You guys should know by now watching our channel that we crisscross the park a lot. And surprisingly, we actually do far less walking here at Walt Disney World than we do at Disneyland. On average, I bet we hit 30,000 steps in a day at Disneyland. Here at Walt Disney World, I don't even know if I hit 20 yesterday at Hollywood Studios. So we'll see what we hit today. I feel like Magic Kingdom might be 23 or 24, but still nowhere near close to what we do when we're walking over at Disneyland. 10:20 in the morning, and despite us crisscrossing the park, We're actually taking this at a fairly leisurely pace. We're not really rushing anywhere. That was a goal that we set for this trip, that we didn't want to run ourselves into the ground. So while we might crisscross the park, we're not gonna like, you know, be in this super rush or hurry. If we see something that we want to do, we'll stop and we'll do it. It's no big deal. We're not trying to maximize Genie Plus, I guess is what I'm getting at. If, you know, we get to it, we get to it. If it's at the end of the hour, it's at the end of the hour. It doesn't really matter. We just want to take it slower than our typical Walt Disney World vacations. Here we go, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. 60 minutes for the standby. Much better use of a lightning lane. Much better use than the 15 for Haunted Mansion. James, are you my riding buddy?
Yes!
Are you gonna beat me?
No!
At least he's honest. Wow, I did terrible. I've gotten 700,000 on this before. James got 28,000. I think Amy got like over 200, so Amy beat me. You beat me! You beat me! I actually really...
Only by pure luck, because somehow I hit something in the first room that was like an automatic 100,000, and then I did terrible after
Well,
that.
that's what I was about to say. It's total like random luck in this one. I mean, I'm sure there are like the people that come here know what targets to hit, but because they're not distinct shapes, nobody else knows.
I do know in the first room, if you spin your vehicle backwards, there's one like if you face the opposite way.
Okay.
So I did that, and I must have hit something, but I don't know what I hit.
Yeah. The other thing is, I feel like the trigger on that is super stiff. My thumb really hurts after that one. We're gonna come get People Moved now because People Mover is like the best ever. The best ride ever. Yeah, not this time of the morning. It's about 10:30 now. 10:30.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise.
Are you happy?
Your guide aboard this highway in the sky.
Getting People Moved?
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board.
The sky is getting gray.
Express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots.
The storm is coming.
Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World.
This is a new narration.
I think so. Because I didn't hear like perfect for people watching.
Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit. And these are two of the best tracks of the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Was that a good ride?
To your right is the
Sound off in the comments if you like to people watch. I'm a big people watcher. On the People Mover especially.
For your safety, please remain seated. Thank you.
We're going backwards now. This is just beautiful. You know, I don't necessarily need theme parks. I just need beautiful views. Water, lots of green. And I know the sky isn't as blue as it could be, but I can still appreciate the sight, right? Now, I think we're gonna go back over to Adventureland to get a Dole Whip. We thought about getting a Dole Whip while we were in Adventureland, but none of us were hungry yet. It's now about another hour later, so I think we're gonna get Dole Whips now. Aloha Isle refreshments. Now, one of the downsides is that pretty much the moment you buy it, it's like melting. I just saw some people trying to eat like some of their first bites, and it was already a melty mess. That's just the unfortunate reality of Florida when it comes to ice cream. Any ice cream is pretty much like that. Well, here we have our Dole Whips. Now the boys are splitting a standard pineapple soft serve, and Amy and I are splitting a tropical serenade. Now typically it comes with coconut, but I asked for a pineapple coconut swirl on top, and it comes with a Cake Pop on the side and Pog Juicy Goodness in the bottom. This is the main reason I wanted this, was for the Pog. Yes?
That is good. I like the pineapple coconut.
You like the pineapple coconut swirl?
That's good. It tastes like pina colada.
Oh. At this point, it looks like Benjamin has completely commandeered the rest of that Dole Whip. The boys split most of it. But James has taken to come over in here and sharing with Grandma. I think there's just something special about it being Grandma's. You know, does it make it taste better because it's Grandma's? Amy is in her happy place. I said that I just want to ask for a cup of Pog. That's all I want. Well, now we're going to go to our next lightning lane. By the way, that Dole Whip was so refreshing. Helped us cool down a bit. Our lightning lane is up at Winnie the Pooh. Yep. We got to walk all the way over to another land again. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Since our Winnie the Pooh is closed, we're so happy to be coming to Winnie the Pooh over here. It says it's a 30-minute wait currently. Amy is gonna squish with the kids in the back row. Here, Benjamin.
On the neighborhood, the East Wind traded places.
If you ask me, he'll never reach that tree.
Bonnie! Bonnie! Oh dear! Hang on tightly, Roo!
He can make you feel just great, doesn't it?
Hooray for Pooh, too!
It's been a while since I've ridden Winnie the Pooh out here because on my last trip I didn't have time for it. I think their Winnie the Pooh is a lot better than ours. It is 11:50 and we have lunch reservations at Whispering Canyon, which is over in the Fort Wilderness Lodge, at 12:35. So we need to start making our way out because we got to take a boat over there from Magic Kingdom, which is really fun. I like doing that. But we got here at 8:30 and it is 11:50. So just over, well, we got here a lot earlier than 8:30. I mean that the park opened at 8:30. In the 3 hours and 20 minutes, we rode 6 rides, got a Dole Whip, and ate a cinnamon roll, just to give you an idea of what we accomplished. And we probably could have squeezed in more, but like I told you, we made it our goal this trip to have more of a relaxing time.
Plus, we're also trying to stock a few lightning lanes for tonight.
Because my aunt, Aunt Valerie, will be joining us, but she's not flying in until 3:30. She's supposed to get here at 1, but her flight got delayed. So I'm trying to stack, some of our lightning lanes for whenever she's here in the park so that we can maximize the time that she has. So, we aren't going super crazy. We didn't do a lot of the big rides this morning because we're trying to save those for later when she's here. And here's a look down Main Street right now. A little bit busy, but we'll work our way out. I'm not sure if we're getting that boat, or I think not, because I think this is the line that we're in. That one was for the campground, Fort Wilderness Campground, and we want the Wilderness Lodge. I think I misspoke that earlier, but here comes a boat right now. This one's probably ours for the Wilderness Lodge. I love this hotel, but if you watch my videos for any length of time, you'll notice that I just love greenery. So I really don't care about the type of greenery, although palm trees are my preferred type of greenery. So I love Aulani probably the most, but this is still really awesome too. We'll just walk through this area. They seem like they would have a really fun pool. This is the little splash zone for littler kids, of course, but even so, that looks really nice. This is the 3rd time I think we've eaten at this restaurant. But this might be like the 4th or 5th time we've visited this hotel, because long before we started eating in the restaurants as opposed to the parks, We used to just do resort hopping is what we called it, where we would spend a whole day just driving around to the different hotels just to see them, because man, are they gorgeous. A lot of the Disney hotels are just amazing. Here's a look at their primary pool area. And then right here, bam, that viewpoint, oh, breathtaking. The first time that we ate at this restaurant, they didn't have the antics back. That was back in 2020, I believe. But they have some, like, you know, they play pranks on you and that sort of thing. We're probably not going to show all those pranks this time. I can put a link down in the description to the last time we were here. We did a full review, like the video is dedicated to this restaurant if you want to see all those antics. But we'll still show you our food and probably one primary antic that the kids are most looking forward to doing. Animal Kingdom Lodge, Wilderness Lodge, and like the Grand Californian pretty much all have the same sort of majestic feel on the inside here. I love it. So here's the hotel lobby proper, and right off the lobby is Whispering Canyon Cafe, and this is where we are going for lunch. In fact, you can see the diners there on the upper level. Oh, we're right here. We walked very far. Now at this restaurant, they have brunch. Right now it's 12:30. They're serving brunch. Now they have all you care to enjoy skillets, which is usually what we get here because look, 26 bucks a person for basically what amounts to all you can eat. It's one of the cheapest all you can eats at Disney property. And then they do have individual orders that you can just, you know, order off of the main claims entrees. And here's just a look at those. But I'm most likely going to get the carnivore, and Amy is most likely going to get the heritage. And then because there are Mickey waffles in there, and we might split a little bit with each other. Every single Walt Disney World vlog will have a table service restaurant in it. But again, it won't be a separate video, it'll just be a part of the main video. We'll show you all the food, we'll tell you what we thought of everything at the very end, but we're not gonna like, you know, go into too great of detail. My meal came with this side of cornbread, and I also got, is this like a honey butter? Because this looks really good. Oh, that's barbecue? Okay, so that's for my meal. This is for Amy's meal as well. Syrup and butter for her pancakes and waffles and things. Oh, and berries. Very nice. I am really disappointed that I'm actually like...
You should have filmed that.
I should have, but I told you I wanted to relax and enjoy our vacation, but our server just took this and stuck it in front of Benjamin and said, this is ice cream just for you, take a bite. And Benjamin sticks his fork in it and takes a bite. You're such a trooper, Benjamin.
That's so yummy.
And here is a look at all of our food. Benjamin ordered a kid's mac and cheese with a side of apples and bacon. And Grandma ordered the ham and cheese omelet, which looks like it comes with a side of potatoes. James ordered the Mickey-shaped waffles with a side of apples. And, oh, a cookie as well. Amy ordered the Heritage All-You-Can-Eat Skillet, which has one Mickey waffle in it, but you can ask for more. It's got a whole bunch of other things in it too, potatoes, eggs, that sort of thing. And then I ordered the Carnivore All-You-Can-Eat Skillet, which has a whole ton of different types of meats in here. Lots of different meats, but there's also corn and potatoes as well. Again, you can order all of them. All you can eat.
Yeah, we need ketchup, okay? I'm gonna count.
James wants some ketchup.
Stop eating, we're about to yell.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, that means you too, okay? We need ketchup. Count 3. 1, 2, 3.
We need ketchup.
That was terrible. We need ketchup. All right, well, I'm just gonna yell again.
Thank you. I think that's enough.
Oh, there was one over there. There you go. You can add it to the stash.
There you go.
So this is the one thing that James wanted to do the whole time since we've been planning this trip. He doesn't even know what this place is called. He doesn't know it's called Whispering Canyon. He just calls it, we need more ketchup. Now he's got to deliver the ketchup somewhere else. I asked for some more pulled pork and it came out in like a skillet the same size as what I had before. And it's like a whole serving. That's a lot of pork. It's more than I wanted, but it's all you can eat, so I guess, you know, that's all I can eat. With the falls in the background, let's talk about lunch. Always a good time at Whispering Canyon, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I think James needs to work here. He loves this place.
Our server was amazing. He was really great. Shout out to JJ. Probably put in a cast compliment. I love that ability here at Disney to put in cast compliments. Really, really awesome. I ate one of Amy's Mickey waffles because I wanted to compare it to Disneyland, and I gotta say, Disneyland Mickey waffles are better. I know you haven't had them yet, but we're gonna rectify that. It was they were just crunchy, and I felt like when I had them at Disneyland, they were just perfection.
People like them though.
I don't know. It was also like the batter used. I feel like Disneyland's was different. I don't know. I'll let you have them at Carnation Cafe next time we go there, and you can let me know. We do try to have sit-down lunches when possible, just because we're actually going back to the hotel right now anyway. We're not even going back into the park. We're going to take our afternoon break, and then we'll come back into the park, back to Magic Kingdom around 5-ish, and it'll be cooler then, way cooler. Now, there is no resort-to-resort transportation, so we have to go back to Magic Kingdom. So we're waiting for that boat to go back to Magic Kingdom, and then we can take a bus back to our hotel. It's really the only option, so you have to go to a park to get back to a hotel. And here we are back at Pop Century. It has been 50 minutes. That's how long it took us from one hotel to another. Well, you wouldn't know it to look at it because of the sunshine and everything, but for the 3 hours we were back in the hotel room, it's thunderstormed. It didn't really rain, though, from what I understand. Just thunderstormed, but that was enough to close Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which was our next lightning lane, so we got an MEP for it, which means we don't really have to rush back into the park, but we're gonna get back in there soon. My aunt has also arrived, and my mother and James are out meeting her out front at the moment, and once they get their bags taken care of, we'll hop on the bus back to Magic Kingdom. We decided to drive because the bus was full. No.
Again, your park
We
is
might
far.
regret it
4,
later,
2,
but we'll
3,
see.
you all.
I know,
Forward,
'cause
everybody.
now we're on the tram to head into the park.
We'll see if we regret this later.
And now it's time for the monorail. I'm about to go through the Contemporary. We're on the express monorail that goes straight to Magic Kingdom. It does not stop at the Contemporary. That actually goes the other direction. But we'll get to have a look on the insides here in a minute. There it is.
You can see the characters.
And that's the Contempo Cafe. We're gonna eat at Contempo Cafe a little bit later on in the trip. A gift shop. And here's a look at some of their rooms inside the Contemporary. And now we're off the monorail. Now that one I believe is the resort monorail. So it stops at every single resort, even the TTC as well. So it's much slower because of that. We're getting some light showers as we walk in here. It's like umbrellas up, umbrellas down, umbrellas up, umbrellas down. I think that's why people just wear ponchos sometimes, because you don't have to worry about it, you just walk. But we did get a bit of rain today, but much better than, it could have been. I don't like rain. I would much rather have clear blue skies, although Amy says she would like it like this, because the sun is not out and, beating down on you. Sound off in the comments if you're like that. You'd rather have overcast skies. I just think it looks prettier if it's blue skies. Currently heading into Liberty Square, which is the Magic Kingdom replacement for New Orleans Square. And it also happens to be home of the place that we want to go to dinner for tonight. No, not Sleepy Hollow refreshments, although, to be honest with you, the spicy chicken waffle from here is really, really good. I had that on a previous visit. We might get it later on in the week. So, of course, we are talking about Columbia Harbour House, which is, in my opinion, the best dining location for quick service in Magic Kingdom. Truthfully, that's not saying very much. I don't have a high esteem for Magic Kingdom food, but Columbia Harbour House does happen to be my favorite of the lot of quick services here. So today here at Columbia Harbour House, Amy and I are splitting the trio platter, which comes with some fish, chicken tenders, as well as some fried shrimp, and I ordered a side of hush puppies. The kids are going to be splitting an adult chicken tender meal with a side of rice, but I wasn't sure if Benjamin wanted rice. The rice was James's choice, so I got Benjamin a side of fries to go along with that. And then Amy and I also ordered a side of the clam chowder to split between us as well. So we're going to try all these out, and hopefully it's a good meal. One of my favorite things about Columbia Harbour House is the hush puppies. I might be a little weird there, but I just really love their hush puppies. So it's one of the main reasons why I like to go there. But they also have, I feel like, the most variety of types of foods, that it's not just like, you know, burgers and chicken tenders. No, I know the kids got chicken tenders, but like they have salmon, they have grilled shrimp, they have lobster rolls there. They've got all sorts of things there. So it's much better than just your standard burger fare that you might get like from Cosmic Ray's, or like Mexican chips and things that you would get from Pecos Bill. So yeah, I like Columbia Harbour House. What about you? Amy just came back from the restroom. What do you talking about? Columbia Harbour House. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. And I like that, especially if you eat upstairs, there's hardly ever anybody up there. It's
yeah,
like
there's plenty of seating.
People always sit downstairs and never venture upstairs, and it's nice and quiet and peaceful.
It is, very quiet.
Relaxing music, so I like that aspect.
Now we're going to go do Haunted Mansion. We actually have 4 lightning lanes stacked because my aunt just got here, as I mentioned. And so we've been stacking lightning lanes all afternoon. A little bit different than Disneyland. Disneyland, somebody has to be scanned into the park for the day in order to get a lightning lane. And at Disney World, because you can make your first reservation before the park even opens, we found out that we were able to make reservations all day long with my aunt in the, you know, like with her ticket, even though she didn't get here until 5 o'clock in the evening. So that's really awesome. Now this is the lightning lane entrance for Haunted Mansion. It is approximately 6:40 in the evening at the moment. The standby wait for Haunted Mansion is 55, so we will be skipping quite a bit, but the lightning lane is also pretty long. We're about to get on, and it's been 21 minutes. So a little long for a lightning lane, but still beats the 55 of the standby. I'm riding with just Amy, since the kids have abandoned us for Grandma and Aunt Valerie.
Our library is well stocked with priceless first editions. Of the greatest ghostwriters the literary world has ever known. If you should decide to join us, find all of it.
There's their Hatbox Ghost. I didn't know where it was, but it's next to the hallway scene. And now pretty much everything else is the same. That was all that was unique to this Haunted Mansion.
Live happily ever after.
Oh, we got the little bearded guy. Oh, what's he doing? He took his beard off. He put his beard on you. I forgot they moved this lady up here because they don't have an exit, like, elevator way here. Hurry back. Hurry back. I didn't forget, but I just haven't mentioned it yet, that the Haunted Mansion here, the elevator room, the stretching room, whatever you want to call it, there actually is no elevator here. They give you that feel, but you don't actually move. Disneyland has an elevator, not here though. Another one of those lightning lanes that we were able to stack earlier. In fact, the very first one that we stacked, we grabbed it when it was about 4 hours out or so. This Peter Pan's flight. I love that Peter Pan is on Lightning Lane here. I never ride it at Disneyland because it takes entirely too long for a 1.5-minute ride. But if I can Lightning Lane it, more than happy to. Standby wait at Peter Pan is listed at a 50-minute wait. So, I mean, this one should probably be real quick with the Lightning Lane because there's not a whole lot of queue space here. And here we go. Now, this one was only 6 minutes. So 6 minutes for a 1.5-minute ride, I'll take it. I like that here that they do the pixie dusting of the lowering the lap bar. Hello, what are you doing? Now this one is slightly different from ours.
Come on, everybody, here we go!
So we'll try to put the whole ride in here. Or at least what's different anyway. If there's a bunch of the same, I might clip some of it out. I want to see if they have a hidden Mickey in their Big Bend. He'll be in the very, very top. But I don't think we did. They don't. Nope, they don't have a hidden Mickey. Now, if I recall, the mermaid scene in ours is at the very, very end. And here it's like towards the beginning. I'll still never understand why that's the most popular ride at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I don't know.
Time check, it is 7:26 in the evening. We're gonna go use our Pirates of the Caribbean Fast Pass, Lightning Lane, sorry. Every now and again I say Fast Pass. And then we're gonna do Big Thunder after that. So we originally scheduled Big Thunder for 5 in the evening, but that's when the thunderstorm was going on and it was closed, so we got an MEP. I love when we get an MEP because it means that we're not confined by the time frame. Now, Big Thunder's MEP is not very powerful, so we can't really use it for much other than Big Thunder. Like, they have some other littler things that you could use it for, but Big Thunder's definitely the best option to use it for. So, since we're not on a time constraint with that one, we're gonna go to Pirates first. And then we'll do Big Thunder after that. And once we use Pirates, we can actually book another Lightning Lane. So we're knocking out quite a few Lightning Lanes here today, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Magic Kingdom is the most expensive Lightning Lane Genie Plus park. $27 per person today, which is actually cheaper than Disneyland. Disneyland starts at a minimum of $30 a person. I've seen it at $35 a person. So, and Animal Kingdom, surprisingly, is, well, at least today anyway, is only $17 a person. So it's the lowest of the 4 parks as far as Genie Plus goes. What in the scrim? There's a big giant thingy. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Next to their Pirates of the Caribbean. Do they have one of those like Spanish like Castellan tower type things there? And that's what they're like maybe touching it up or something?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. The standby for Pirates of the Caribbean is only a 15-minute wait, although there's quite a lot of people out here for a 15-minute wait. Unless I'm just not remembering how long the queue is on the inside, or it's just moving really well. Although it does look like a lot of people. Like, that looks more than 15 minutes to me. So there seems to be a separate side completely for standby. So maybe that's why it moves quicker, because we're on a completely different side for the Lightning Lanes.
10. A hit for a 10.
10. I'll give you 20 for the wrong.
Pipe down, you lily-livered lubber.
Oh, it's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake. And by thunder, that scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never lay eyes on it.
And its many shiny rewards. As a career, what could be more rewarding? Drink out with me on the show home. I humbly accept this magnificent treasure.
I just tried ears on for the first time because I found some Indiana Jones ones. I don't think these really fit me very well. This is the bottom of it right here. It like barely even fits on my head. This is like the first time I've ever tried ears on, so I don't know how this goes. I can't put the hat on any more than I already have just because there's a security tag in here preventing my head from coming down, but nah, I don't know. It's not really my style. Sky's looking a little ominous again, but it's made it cool off a little bit. That's nice. We're getting closer to Tiana's now, and we can see how ours is going to look very soon. It's getting closer and closer to this every time I go. I'd be surprised to see how much progress has been made just in like the 2 weeks since we'll have last gone. Actually 3. I think it'll have been 3 weeks since our last visit. And no, we were in Disneyland even a week before that. We didn't even go to Disneyland on the most recent one. We were just in DCA. So it'll have been a whole month. I'm curious to see how much progress will have been made. Now we're gonna ride a Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It said it was a 45-minute standby wait, but the Lightning Lane looks pretty empty. I actually really love the queue for this attraction. I'm always bummed that we take the Lightning Lane because it bypasses all of the like fun aspects of this queue, but I can't argue with the results. That's for sure. Bypassing people is fun. Fireworks started in an hour, and Amy is gonna refill our popcorn bucket for like $2.25 or whatever it is. That way the boys have a snack while they're watching it. I decided to come over here to Casey's Corner for a special frozen beverage. My first of the trip, surprisingly. I usually get one every day, but I did not get one yesterday. But I am gonna try this one, and you'll see why in a minute. Well, I am having a hard time getting this footage of this because of the lighting, but this is a frozen mint julep. I love mint juleps from the Mint Julep Bar at Disneyland, and this is a frozen variety. I just had to get it. So refreshing. So refreshing. Everything you love about the refreshing taste of a mint julep, but in frozen form. What's not to like? But that was a mint julep frozen lemonade. So it had the bitter taste of a lemonade, some lemon, along with the refreshing flavor of the mint from the mint julep. It was a very good drink, surprisingly so. Consistency could have been a little bit better. There were parts of it that weren't like quite blended together as they should be, but otherwise, a tasty drink, well worth it if you love mint julep and lemonade and frozen beverages. Right now, we're working our way back to the Little Mermaid. They have the whole area immediately behind the castle roped off. We were gonna pass through from Casey's Corner up this way, but we discovered we had to go all the way around by Haunted Mansion because the space right outside the castle is already roped off. Fireworks is happening in about 40 minutes. Little Mermaid at night. I love their Little Mermaid here. Just the outdoor decor is so much better than our... It's supposed to be an aquarium, what we have at Disney California Adventure. It doesn't give me aquarium vibes, but that's what it's supposed to be. I would much rather have the Spanish sort of architecture here. I think that's what it is. Standby is only 5 minutes, but we have a lightning lane, so we might as well use it. We just scanned in and we're like, oh, it's so necessary. 5 minutes we're skipping. And the cast member actually said it is kind of necessary. It'll save you a lot of steps. So we're like, oh, okay. Because the regular queue is really, really long, I guess. Behold the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water! O2H, O2H. Oh yeah, that did save us a whole ton of walking. We're already in this room.
Hey, where you been? I've been waiting for you. Oh, this is such a great story about how Ariel became a queen. But that Ursa, ooh, she's so mean.
Lips still not moving 2 years later?
A fish in the bowl is lucky. They or something.
9 o'clock, and at this point we are camped out for fireworks. We don't like the hustle and the bustle of Main Street. I found that last year when I came, this is a really great secret spot. I've also seen this spot mentioned in a couple of other vlogs. They have some fireworks, like the little fireworks in front of the castle that way, but then all the big ones will actually happen above Beast Castle over here.
We don't get to see the projections in this spot, unfortunately, but we didn't have to camp out for an hour and a half either.
So that's what's most important.
We're glad for that. We get to ride a lot of rides. We're gonna go ride a couple more rides after this. Let the crowds die out, hopefully.
Now with fireworks over, we're gonna let the crowd sort of dissipate because you know what's gonna happen? Everybody on Main Street's just gonna turn around and gonna leave the park. So we don't want to be in that rush. So we're actually going to kill some time here. My mom and my Aunt Valerie have a Tron individual lightning lane because they were not able to be with us for the virtual queue. My mom missed out just by nature of she wasn't checked in yet. I tried to grab her a boarding group, but it said she was not eligible. Even though she was coming into the park by like 9:30-ish. Anyway, I grabbed her an individual lightning lane knowing that would probably happen. And so they're still gonna get to go ride it. And yeah, then afterwards, we'll see what time it is. Might work our way out of the park at that point. Well, now that they've gotten to ride it, again, not able to like really do any filming or anything aside from this right here. Now that they've got to ride it, I think we are going to head out now. It is 10:11. Benjamin's probably exhausted at this point, but at least we were able to see the fireworks and then not have to exit right away with all the other crowds. There is still a lot of people walking out at 10:20 p.m. So we might have to take the ferry boat instead of the monorail. We'll have to see which avenue is the best way to go. We just asked one of the cast members what's the fastest way to get back to the parking, and he said the ferry boat over the monorail at this time of night. So we are going to take the ferry boat. They've got tons of people with signage pointing you which way to go because they kind of have like their own separate lines and queue built for this at this time of night that they're not usually here, like if you were to leave at say 1 in the afternoon. It is officially an hour after we started leaving, and we are finally making it back to our resort. It is currently 11:20 in the evening. Benjamin is exhausted, but he's making it. Apparently, I forgot to film an outro for this video, so this is it. As always, hit that like and subscribe button on your way out if you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch last year's vacation, I'll put the Aulani playlist up there, and down here is our Walt Disney World 2024 playlist. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.